Now, Jeremy, I bet you didn't know that little fun fact tied back to Northeast and Central PA, that lovely little can that we ate as kids.
All ties lead back to Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania, it seems. I had no clue that Chef Boyardee had such strong ties to Milton, Pennsylvania, of all places. You know, we don't have enough tomatoes here in the backyard to be able to make our own tomato sauce, that's for sure. But we do have a few that I'm going to harvest during the 11 o'clock news, so you'll join us again, hopefully, in the next hour. I hope you had a great weekend. We didn't get any rainfall, so it is very important to keep these plants watered here in your backyards and in our backyard, because we didn't pick up any rainfall now for 7 days straight. We need some rain. I don't really see too much of it in our forecast, but we have great days to enjoy outdoor activities. And we had one viewer who's really far away, actually. Beth is in Benezet, which is Elk County. That's to the west of Clinton County, out past Renova. But she still watches us, and she sent in this photo of 2 deer reflected there in the pond. I really love this picture. Thank you so much, Beth, for sending this in. And Benezet is a very interesting place. It's in Elk County, and it has the largest herd of free-roaming elk east of the Mississippi River. I didn't know that. It was right here in Pennsylvania until I looked it up. And I think that's very interesting, Beth. Thank you for sending in these deer from Benezet. Maybe next time you can get some elk sent in to us. Here's another buck drinking out of a bird bath. This one was sent in by Anne Marie in South Abington Township, and I know it's hard to come by. The water is nowhere to be found because we just haven't had any rainfall. You look back at the rainfall history, and boy, you have to go back to last Saturday to find any measurable rainfall at all, and really that wasn't much, just 0.19 of an inch. Back last Thursday, yeah, we had 3/4 of an inch, but we've had so many days since then with hardly any rainfall. So we do need some. I see a few showers possible on Wednesday, but that's about it. We do need the rainfall. If you have a garden, you have a farm, make sure it's properly watered. We have a clear and calm night. There is Pottsville looking good with the St. Patrick's Church in the foreground. And look at the stars over Lake Wallenpaupack. What a beautiful night to spend by the lake. It's nice and comfortable out. Temperature right now 65 degrees with east-southeast winds at 6 miles per hour. Temperatures still really comfortable across every section of our area, including the mountains. It's still in the 50s in Thornhurst and in Lake Harmony, whereas prior nights we were already in the 40s at this time. So it's a warm one, still at 69 in Lewisburg and the Susquehanna Valley, 65 for Elysburg. And the high temperatures today felt a lot more like August than they did September. 81 is the average high temperature for August 28th. And of course, it's the mid part of September almost. It's September 14th. So feeling a lot more like summer, and we still do have a little bit of summer still to eke out. We're still 8 days away from the first day of fall, which is next Monday. 86 was the high for Williamsport, and even Mount Pocono got up pretty high to 77 degrees. We had a large part of last week and into the first section of this week that was below average, and now we're in this above average pattern, and we'll stay here for a few days with temperatures expected to be at or around 80, not just tomorrow but also on Tuesday. We've got clear skies for the exception of some cloud cover, high thin clouds, not really obscuring too much of the view of the sky down in the southern tier, and that's filling in from a system down towards our south. There's a low pressure system just to the east of North Carolina, and that could spill in a few clouds Tuesday night, and then maybe a shower or two on Wednesday. We need more than just a shower or two. We are under this ridge of high pressure that's keeping our weather very quiet and calm. High pressure causes sinking air, and it's hard to get any clouds when you have sinking air. So here's future clouds and radar. Will be clear tonight for the exception of some morning fog. It could be dense in spots. Give yourself some time to get around because you could have some reduced visibility. Then headed into the daytime on your Monday, maybe a few clouds coming up from that system down towards the south, but otherwise it's going to be a beautiful Monday. Headed into Tuesday, some morning fog, and look at how the cloud cover starts to come in as that system inches closer towards us. And by Wednesday afternoon, we could be dealing with a few showers. The higher risk is further south. Here's that low pressure system riding up the eastern seaboard, brings in a few showers to our southern counties, and then it kind of dissolves and heads on off out to sea. So we don't get too much moisture from it. We really do need more. Overnight tonight, 55 is the low with mostly clear skies and fog by sunrise, which is at around 6:45. And there's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the 80s for your next 2 days. And then we're in the upper 70s, Courtney, all the way through the end of the week. By next weekend, I do see a pattern shift. It'll feel a little bit more like fall, right on cue. Our first day of fall is Monday. And we could get some showers on Sunday. I'll keep tracking it.
Well, I guess you're right. We do need the rain, and if you've got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do.
We'll take it
including
when we need it.
Water.
I did that this morning myself, so
You get it.
I know how you feel. All right, thanks, Jeremy.
Yep.